glad you're here. Yes, you can use your abdominals to roll down. We're going to appreciate this body for all it does and give it some healthy movement. When you lie on your back, take your inhale and exhale, curl your lumbar spine up until you're on your shoulder blades, and then curl your spine down. You're trying to get one vertebra at a time. We're going to exhale and curl up. As people come in, just know we're doing bridge. We're waking up our hamstrings and our glutes. We're waking up our lower back. And the breath, we're going to breathe in the nose. And as you exhale, breathe out of the nose the best you can. If that's hard for you, you're congested or sinuses, you can always just breathe however you need. Curl up. Your feet have 4 corners of pressure in them, like the tires of a car. And your hips are level as you go up. Now, the next time you go up, hold that. We're going to take our arms overhead for a moment and just breathe with our hips in the air level. 5, gorgeous. 4, 3, 2, lower your spine back down, and then for a moment take happy baby. Your hands go to your feet and you're going to pull your knees down on either side. This is a really nice one to add your own intuition, like your rocks. You might move a little left to right, massage your sacrum. Breathe in. Oh, I'm so glad you guys have power as well. Now this is going to be a little longer bridge, so your feet are further away from you. You can self-select. I don't have them totally straight, but I do have a knee bend, but it's just not as bent as they were earlier. Now we're going to lift up the hips. You're going to feel your hamstrings fire a little differently than you did in the traditional bridge. You've got a little knee bend. Your heels can push into the floor, or if you like props, you can put your ankles on top of the foam roller or the arc, but you're going to be lifting up. Feel your hamstrings. You're only lifting probably 3 inches off the floor. Go up and down. Your exhale is a nice way to help push the hips in the air. Now, the best you can, hold your hips up for a count of 10. Your hips are in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, lower. We're going to do that again. Hold your hips in the air for 10. 1, 2, 3. Feel your hips more than your back here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower for a moment. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now a full body stretch. Reach through your fingers. Reach through your toes. Shift your hips so one hip gets higher than the other. Any intuitive movements you have, take them now. Breathe in. And then exhale, let your feet go on the floor. I'm going to show a crunch, which is just the hands behind the head. Lift your shoulder blades off the mat. And when you do this, your belly pulls in. It does not dome up. And you could do this without any legs. In other words, you're not pushing your feet into the floor. You're not activating your legs. They're soft. So this is the ab crunch. If you would like to make it a little harder, take your right leg in the air, inhale, and we're going to go up that leg, monkey climbing a tree, and then down. And exhale, up that leg, good, monkey climbing a tree, and up, good. Now you could do the other way, you could do the modified crunch that I just showed, or you could do this. Now we're taking 5 on one leg, and then you're switching it up. And of course, if you're modifying, you could just do the crunch with a leg up. Good. Yeah, that's a great modification. Wonderful. Good. So it's kind of like you're at a buffet. You're being offered these options, and you're picking out what you need. All right, 5 on each. And then hug your legs in. Just belly, hug your thighs into your belly. Give a little rock. And again, you can do, I'm going to show you the modification. You could do a crunch, you could do a leg up in the air crunch, or you could take the legs long, the arms long, and you can come up to a teaser, go back, lift your hips, come up to a teaser, go back, lift your hips, breathe in. 2 more of whatever you're doing. Wherever you are, go there fully, just like Confucius said. Whatever you're doing, give it your heart and hug your legs. Okay, so just rock a little bit. Reach your hands between your inner thighs. You're going to hold onto your feet if you can reach them, or your ankles, and your elbows might even help your knees go out. This is a bound angle supine. This is a really nice way to stretch the inner thighs, the pectineus, and the back. Yeah, make it easy for you to see. Take a little breather here. Now we're going to extend the left leg long and take the right leg up. Both hands are framing your hips. Draw a circle. We're going to take 5 leg circles. Enjoy the mobility of your hips. Isn't it wonderful? What a great ball and socket joint. We're going to be taking 5 each way. Now your ribs are down because your abs are helping you maintain the ribs to the mat. Good. Now leave that leg in the air, the same one we worked, catch it, add a little point and flex. We're going to wake up that foot and that ankle. And either stay right here, or if you like to do a bonus, take 2 fingers, your peace fingers to your big toe, do an ab crunch, lift up your other leg and hold 10, 2, this is a yoga pose, holding on to the big toe pose, Utthita Padangusthasana. We do mix in our yoga with our Pilates because it's just the benefit of the body. Take an inhale. Now let it go. The other leg comes down, the other leg's up. We're going to take 5 leg circles. Inhale and exhale. You got it. Big range of motion. Enjoy. We're going to go 5 the other way. Ribs are down. We're going to keep the leg in the air, and if you want to hold onto your leg or thigh, whatever you can reach, point and flex. Work that ankle. Spread out your toes. Good. And then an option is to reach your 2 fingers to the big toe. The other leg lifts a couple of inches, 6 inches or so, and you're in this Utthita Padangusthasana pose. 10, 2, ab crunch, hamstring stretch, leg up. 4, good. You're probably looking at your toes for a safe neck. Inhale and recover. Now I'm going to leave the 2 fingers around that big toe, and I'm going to do happy baby here, stretching out that Ada rock. Looking good, guys. Looking good. And now we're going to let the neck rest for a moment by putting both feet down on the ground. Curl your spine up. This is Setu Bandhasana bridge. Lift up your right leg, and at first just hold this bridge for 10. Your hips are level. Breathe in. Relax your jaw. You can separate your lips. Sometimes that helps you relax the jaw. Now lower your foot and switch it up. Extend the other leg like your toes are, you're pointing a pencil to the sky for 10. Hips are level. Inhale, lower that foot, and now lift up the right leg again. So point it to the sky. Keep your hips level. Drop the hips, lift the hips, single bridge. So your hips are level. You're going up and down with your hips. Yep, 6, all the way down. You want to feel your sacrum hit the mat. Good, all the way down. That's it. Now the leg that's in the air is going to be on the floor. The leg that was on the floor is in the air. You're level. You kind of check first. Here we go. Down hips, up hips, down and up. Breathe in and out. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let that foot down. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. And take the right ankle to the left thigh. You're going to reach your hands through, and this is a figure 4 stretch. You can add rocks, moving your ankles anytime. And let some of that tension out of the hips. Breathe in fully. Breathe in. And let's try the other one, ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through. And you might even rock a little here or move your ankles or spread your toes. Have fun. Your body will send you signals towards its wellness. 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe in. And then exhale. Now you're going to put your feet on an imaginary table, your hands behind your head. Now get ready to do crisscross. Left shoulder towards the right knee, right shoulder towards the left knee, left shoulder towards the right knee, right shoulder towards the left knee. Exhale. Now, if this is too hard, you can always take the legs vertical or leave the head on the mat. If it's too easy, you can lower the legs a little bit lower. Now we're going to pull our toes back and do 10 more. 9. Your belly is pulling in, not doming up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rest your head and kind of rock your legs in. Very good. And then your legs are going to go up, your hands are going to go down. Now I'm going to show you a couple of moves so you lift up your hips if that works. This is initiated from your abs, not your knees, not your quads. So if you were to put your hands between your pubic bone and your navel, that lower abdominal triangle, you can feel that pulling it, your pubic bone towards your navel. If you would like, add your hands behind your head and do a double crunch, and then just leave your head up. Don't let your head go down between. Don't let it touch the floor, I should say, so it's a little easier on your neck to stay up. Take 5 more double crunches or whatever you can do of this offer. And then take a break. Now just rest. I like to hug and then rock. Rocking or swaying usually helps calm the nervous system. You'll notice that's a great, easy trick to calm the nervous system. All right. Now we're going to take the right leg up, the left leg down. I'm going to start with a modification, single straight leg stretch. So a modification is your head is down, your shoulders down, and your legs are more vertical. The lower you bring that opposite leg, the harder. Those of you that want to add on, hands behind your head come up. If you would like to add on even more, add a rotation. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug it, relax it. You're doing so good. So I'm having us take a sip now. That was a great block that we just did. We did a block of movements on the back. You can take your hands behind your thighs, come up with your abs, grab a sip. Very good. That was a good block. So we'll tend to work in blocks of movements that are similar. Cheers. And the next block is going to be for our backs. So these are also called prone moves. You can extend your legs out like long. So I'm kind of using that mat so I don't have anything in my foot path or my hand path. So at first, we're going to wake up the back with our hands near our hips. Notice I've got the palms face down. Imagine you have a piece of ice underneath your belly, so you kind of lift up. That'll help keep the back from getting too lordotic. Lift up your back. Now when you breathe, you're naturally going to lift up a little higher. If you care to, add your toes lifting off the floor, go for it. Awesome. So what I see is good. Good. Yep. Breathe in. Good. You're doing great. So there's hamstrings, there's glutes, there's upper back, there's the neck retractors, which helps prevent forward head. The scapula are gently retracting towards each other. Take an inhale. Now on the exhale, we're going to release with just a windshield wipe. If you need a child pose, take it, but I'm going to offer a little windshield wipe release. Now we're going to change the angle on the shoulders, which helps all this back, body, shoulder to help us prevent forward rounded back. So now I'm more like a T. Lift up the body, lift up the arms, float it higher with the inhale. And if you're ready to add on, lift up the toes. Here we go. Scapular retraction. I don't have any tension in the neck, but I'm strengthening the whole posterior chain. Good. Look at that. Yeah. Up. Good. Head might pull back a little bit more. Yeah. Take an inhale. And then recover with a windshield wipe when you're ready. So now I'm just releasing tension in the back. Good job. You feel the different angles. We have another angle to do, which is the Y. If any of these don't serve you, go back to the previous. So now it's like you're the Y with your arms. Shoulder blades are still kind of down the back. Or another way to say that is your neck doesn't feel crunchy. Lift up your upper back. Now if you can, lift up your legs. So your rear deltoids are working, but they're now on the higher fibers. Yeah, good. So this is strong, and you might soften your wrist. Cold, like just, yeah. You knew what I meant. All right, 5, 4, 3. Good, Jean, 2. All right, here we go, child's pose. We deserve it, don't we? Push back. I'm going to pull the toes under. I love the foot stretch. So if you need a foot stretch like me, pull the toes under as well. And then you can let them flat and stretch your back a little bit more. Inhale. And then go back out till your belly's down. You're doing great. Now, once your belly's down, your legs are long, you're going to take a second position if your body will let you. One hand's on the low back and the other one rest or interlaced. So if your body will do that, interlace it, palms touch like you have a penny in your palm. Now lift up. Maybe lift your legs. Here we go. So what we're doing is adding a shoulder stretch to what we did earlier. 10. Neck should feel good. Back body. Now feel your breath. And recover. Now the hands come more in front of you. This may adjust as we're here, so you don't have to be tied to a certain position. You're going to inhale and lift your body without your hands helping you. So I came up a few inches, and then my body needs a little help. So the hands are going to push down. The torso is going to continue up like a cobra coming out of a basket. Inhale, and then you're going to lower. This is a dynamic move. Now your head rests and your thighs come up. Both of them come up. Lower your thighs, lift up your back without your hands. Let your hands assist you higher. Cobra, swan. Exhale, lower. Lift up your legs. Lift up your torso. Let your hands help you. Now you let your breath decide your rhythm. So you can exhale. When you're ready to inhale, lift up your legs. When you're ready to inhale, lift up your back. Yeah, you're just listening to your body. Good, your elbows are pointed towards the floor. As you go up, they're not winging out. Now you're going to stay up the next time you're up with your hands helping you. Find a place that feels like you can hold for 10. Enjoy. This is esoterically shedding the old skin, coming into the new transformation. See how the heart's open, the solar plexus is open, everything on the front's open. Now relax for a moment. We're going to do it again. Those of you that are craving a rocking swan, you're also welcome to do that. So when you're up, you can hold it. Your body will tell you what you need. If you feel like you need a rock, you can do it once or several times. Or maybe your body's craving holding there. So you'll know. Follow your gut. 5, elbows in. 4, good. Yeah, that right elbow came in, Jean. That was awesome. Good job. I love how you just respond as soon as I say it, you know. All right, child's pose. Push it back. Now I'm going to add on an elbow bend. This is a little soft tricep stretch. I like this with the child's pose. Kind of like you're patting yourself on the back for all your good work. Come back out. We're doing a little bit more in this plane. Now this is the bow pose. So bend your right knee and see if your right hand will find your foot. Bend your left knee and see if your left hand will find your foot or ankle. And then what you could do is lift up, push your feet into your hands. If you're only doing one foot, yay, Polly, you're getting better. Yeah, so now the whole front body, enjoy the breath. Relax for a moment. We're going to do it again, so just take a moment. Here we go. When you're ready, breathe in, come up. Bow pose Dhanurasana, also called rocking in. Good. Polly, you're doing better. That's great. Good, Jean. There you go. 10. Inhale. And exhale. Now this time, child pose, your knees are going to be wide, so your belly goes right down the middle. The belly goes right down the middle, which is a great place to do 3 diaphragmatic breaths. Expand your belly like an elastic balloon. 2. Inhale. And 3. Great job on that prone block. Grab a sip. So we try to drink about 8 to 12 ounces while we're together. Unless that doesn't serve you, then you just do what you need to. Some people don't do well with drinking while they're on the belly. This next block is going to be some planking. So if you have sensitive bones or you want more padding, you can always grab something. But right now we're going to start with our front plank. So your legs are long and you're on your forearms for now. Now at this moment, if you need a modification, you can always go to your knees, the flesh above your knees. Otherwise, hold 10, good, 9, and you're just establishing your cues. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to be turning to our side. Your elbows down. You can stagger your feet or stack them. It's harder to stack. It's a little easier to stagger. 10. And I like to stretch out even through the top hand. Everything gets some benefit. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to lower the hip and let's go to the other side. In yoga, this is Vasisthasana, side plank. Here we go. Oh, good. Isn't that beautiful? Head back. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous. Lower your hip. Now we're back to that front plank. This is an isometric plank. So you're going to pull your bones towards each other, even though it really won't look much different from the outside. So your forearms are down, your toes are up, so it looks the same, right? Now on the inside, it's an inside job. Pull your forearms to your toes and your toes to your forearms. Even though nothing really moves, you're going to feel your abs about 10% more. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now we're on the side. You know how we do tree pose in yoga. Your offer is to put your foot up on tree pose, calf or inner thigh. Inhale and come up. You could also just do a normal Vasisthasana. 10, 2, look at that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower that hip and just notice what thoughts are going through your mind, and you're the director, so we're going to give our body praise and love, and I feel strong, I feel good. I'm going to use my breath for more power and strength. Here we go. 1, 2, isn't it nice to feel your strength? 3, 4, this is tree pose in side plank. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower that hip. Really good. Let's do another forearm plank one. With your forearms on the floor, you're going to be doing a little dolphin plank mix. So this is now dynamic. So it'll look like you're doing a dolphin, which is like down dog on the forearms. Then you're going to shift to plank. Then you're going to press your hips up and back, dolphin. And then you're going to shift to plank. Lift, plank, lift, and plank, lift, and plank, lift, and plank, lift, and plank. You're doing great. 2 more. As a reward or a counter pose, we're going to put our belly down, and you're in a Sphinx right now. That's a great stretch, or you can go up to swan if you need a little bit more. Breathe and stretch out those abs that we just worked. Bring light, bring fresh breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Lower down. We're going to take a side plank. Now your feet can be staggered or stacked. Come up. We're going to do a little bit of a pattern here. Let this top arm rotate. Bring it up. Go over. Let this top arm rotate. Your body will rotate too, not your hips though. Go over. It's rotation. Lateral flexion. Enjoy. Make it as big an arm as you need. 2. One more. Rotation, lateral flexion, and then lower your hip. Terrific job, guys. Let's go to the other side. So once you're strong in a stability move, you add mobility for a challenge, and you all just did that. So here we go. Static move is side plank. That's where you'll stay as a modification, or add a rotation. Breathe in. I like to stretch beyond and then bring that arm back and go over. So, good. Open. You can go back. You can go over. Good. Reach. Enjoy. Reach. Enjoy. Breathe. And one more set here. We did 5 sets. These are also great for your brain, neuroplasty. Inhale and exhale. And then recover. Really good. Take a sip. Good job on that. Take a sip. Really good. I'm going to be offering some back body exercises. So if you know your wrists are sensitive, you might want your prop. Like Cole, you might like your arc. You know the reverse table. This is our first move. So the reverse table looks like this, but I do want to offer that you can do reverse plank, which is knees long. So you choose. If you're feeling really spicy, you can lift up a leg. I like it. I love how everybody finds their own way. I love it. Lift your hips and lower. Now we're going to take a little wrist pose to counter pose. Hold hands with yourself and circle your wrist. This gets some synovial fluid going in those little carpals, those little pebbles in the bag of bones at the end of your forearms. And then we'll do a prayer pose down. We're going to be adding on. Good. You can do the same thing you just did, or if you would prefer, you can add triceps with me. So you can do reverse plank, reverse table. I'm going to be adding triceps here. So when you're up, if you're adding triceps, you'll bend your elbows and straighten. You'll bend your elbows and straighten. If you would like to add on, take a leg out and do 5 with one leg out. And do 5 with the other leg out. Lift your hip each time. And then recover. Nice job. Sit any way you want to. Open up your arms like a letter T. This is called full arm stretch. Pull your fingers under. Pretend like I'm behind you and I'm pulling your wrist. Breathe in. And then flip the hands and go the other way. So 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're doing a set of push-ups next. And one way to modify is to do them on the wall, slanted. If you would like to do them on the floor, you can also do them here in all fours, knees or toes. So you choose. We're going to take 10 of whatever you're doing. And this is to build arm strength, ab strength. And feel how nice it is to have strong muscles. 4, elbows by your side if you can. 5, once you get warmed up. Yep, 6, there you go. 7, head back. 8, abs on. 9. Really good. You did it great. Little arm series. Take your hands in a cow face. If your hands don't reach, then use a Dynaband. And if your legs don't like to sit like this, sit however you can. And then let's switch up the arms. So it's like Cleopatra, switch it up. Fingers touch, and you are doing a cow face pose. Drop your ribs, lift your chin. Awesome, there it is. 5, it feels better. 4. One more hand arm stretch. This is the reverse prayer pose. It looks like this. Namaste reverse. Palms together. 5, good. This is a great posture stretch. 4, looking good. 3, 2, and then just shake it out however you need. Great job, guys. We're going to get off the arms for a moment, and we're going to do some things that are coordination and neural programming for the abs. You're going to be seated so that you have enough mat behind you that you don't feel like you're going to hit anything. So you are safe first, and then you can execute. So inhale, roll down. Good, inhale. Now you're going to go over like a stretching back, and exhale, come up and go over your legs. Good, and then this is called the roll up. Now see if you can come all the way down. Inhale, and exhale all the way up. Is that working, Jamie? It's a tough one, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tough one. One trick is to start up here and then just work your way down. And then however low, yeah, like then you can work this angle. That's a trick. So you might like that one. And I feel like, oh, that's hard. Then you go forward. Yep. So do what you can. Good. Just take 3 more of whatever you're doing, whatever that is. One more. And then a full body stretch down below. So we're just going to work through our fingers and our toes, our hands, our arms. Yep, our shifting of our back. That's a great one. And then your hands come beside your hips. You're going to slide your legs up. Now, at this moment, you're going to draw a circle on the ceiling, but you have your legs glued together. This is corkscrew. When you come back to 12 o'clock, go the other way. Inhale, go one way, so clockwise, and then counterclockwise. Good, legs glued, and exhale. And exhale. Good. And 4 more. Now your ribs are down. That's going to work your abs. 3. Good. Your neck is soft, jaws open. 2, or jaws relaxed. And 1. Now hug your legs in. Now this is called double leg stretch. So this is a neurology one, but it works the abs. So let me show you modified. Arms up, legs up. Swim your arms around and hug. We'll do that one again. Arms up, legs up. Swim your arms around and hug. To make it harder, legs, arms a little further, hug. We'll do that one more time. Arms and legs further. And now if you want it hardest, come up, and then you stay up in your shoulders, and you do the arms and legs that were right for you. Good. So you open, you hug. You open and you hug. Glue the legs together like ribbons between the inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax your spine. You can do a little sideways rock. Very good. Very good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to be adding on, this is a sideways movement. Your arm is your pillow. So what we do is change planes a lot so that we're strong in all the planes and no body part gets left behind. So you notice we change planes. We're still working our abs, but now we're this way to gravity, so you'll feel a little bit more focus here. Obliques, that side of the rectus abdominis, the QL. The glued legs together, your hip is working and your inner thigh. If you need help, you can use little TP fingers. Good. You guys are doing great. Now the coordination part, if you would like, you can add on, and I'll use TP to show you, add on the upper body lifting. So you're a banana. Yep. So you want to feel core in a different way than we normally do in a supine ab or a plank. Now the bonus, if you're up for a banana split or a banana boat, you can come up, banana boat. If you want nothing to do with that, just stay down and do banana. 2, we're going to do 3 of these. Breathe in, and 3. Excellent. Now I'm going to have us do the other side. Good job. So the very first, you see we do it in layers. That way you can choose your layer. Your arm protects your head. Now I've got my hands here. I love proprioception for telling my body what am I trying to get out of it. So I'm trying to feel all these muscles. I'm pulling in, I'm not kind of drooping to the floor. I'm actively lifting here. I've got a little oblique window, but here's the work. Now this is working too. This is working. A great little modification for balance or for strength is just to put your fingers on the floor and kind of like little T-piece help. No tension in the jaw. Good. Now the possible option is, I'm going to take this arm long and both of the, so it's like the armpit and the leg. So it's like a banana. You're making a little lateral flexion. Good. Remember, you can just stick with the lower half if you need to. If you are adding on, you can do 3 banana boats. I'm going to start with long levers coming up. 3. I'm going to bend the knees just to do a little modification for the back because it's the long levers. And 1 more. Yeah, nice, Jean, and up. Great, grab a sip. Good job, guys. I'm going to do a little mobility now. And it's maybe you did something like this as a kid. So the first one is just to show it's 1 leg in bound angle, 1 leg in hamstring stretch. Now we're just going to touch base with these muscles. Notice how that feels. I've got room, by the way. I want you to make sure you've got room. That's great. I just want to touch base with it for 5. Good. 4. Yeah. 3. Now watch this. I'm going to come up. Now I'm going to go down like swan and I'm going to end up on the other side. Super fun, right? So now I'm on the other side. Yeah. Roll over your long leg, Jamie. I see what happened. So if you're here, you're always going to roll over your long leg, and then the outside leg is your bound angle, and the inside leg is your long leg. So I'm going to do it a few times, just so you can see. I touch base. Neurology, neuroplasty, muscle. Yeah, good. That's it. You got it, Polly. Good. And then stretch. Yep. And just try. And if it just drives you crazy, just do the stretches statically and think, I'm going to get this one day. I'm going to end up on the other leg because we held that one longer, and now I'm going to hold this one longer. So whichever leg you started with, you're on the other one. That was good. You can always tell when I've taken workshops. I'm like, I'm going to put that in class and see how that goes. So this one is, I've just really enjoyed it. If you can have fun and laugh at it, then great, because it's just sort of a different way to stretch or add body movement. Now I'm going to add that you could do this in a back somersault. So do your thing, but what you could do is you go back, you switch, you go forward, you go back, switch, forward, back, switch. See how your brain has to be on board? You can't be thinking about anything else, can you? Yeah, inhale. Now do you feel your abs? Good, breathe in. Breathe in. Good, you feel some abs. It's a somersault, things you did as a kid. Good, breathe in. Yeah. Now that one actually looked easier for you. That was great. That was easier. So you never know. Sometimes one may just make more sense for some reason. So that one could have been considered harder, but it made more sense. So good job. Now this is just, let's just calm the mind, calm the brain, and go into Uttanasana Konasana. So just a little inner thigh stretch. You can always move your flesh out of the way. Just stay here for a moment. Enjoy. Feel your breath go in your nose. Feel your abdomen, ribs, and chest inflate. Mhm. Take one arm inside and let's go up and over. So it's like you're, it's almost like you're doing a half moon stretch, but seated. Oh, and just enjoy. Joy. Listen to your body's intuition. It's always leading you to wellness. As you're ready, take an inhale, come up. And exhale over. Good. Just notice how special it is that we get to spend this time. Nourishment, breathing, wishing wellness for our body, firming up that communication between the cells and our higher self. Now inhale back. Now when you go forward, see if you notice any difference after those two sides. So just see, you could be hands here, hands out. Now as you're ready, gently come back in. And you're going to take a malasana or a happy baby. So the happy baby is a backup plan, but malasana is a squat, not a muscle squat, but where your feet are flat ideally, and then your hands can even come down as you stretch out your hands, your palms. And I like that width. Sometimes if it feels like you can't get the feet down, sometimes it's because the feet are closed, so you just walk them out. That looks really good, everyone. Now, there's a nice low back stretch. The colon actually likes this one too. It's calming. 5. Those are my ducks that need some yoga. You can hear them too. And stay right there, Polly, you're fine. Or you can do the stand up without using, this is a functional fitness. So you're gonna stand up without using your hands. If you have to use your hands, do. But so what you'll do is stand. So just do your best. And for me, let your blood pressure readjust. Good. Inhale. And then you're coming back down. So your idea is that you're functionally, you're going to do some drills that are functional fitness. So without any hands, one more time. We're going to come up. Very good. Now the next way that you could get down is, I'm going to say left foot back. Now you're still using your leg. You're going to come down. So your shin. Now you could wrap your left foot kind of towards your side and then lower back. Take a breath. We're going to come up that way. If you have to touch, it's okay. Just kind of count, and that number will get less. Now your right foot's down. I'm going to put my body weight forward, and my left foot can help me get up. Do the best you can. The left foot is forward, right foot's back. I'm going to slowly lower, bend the knee softly, right foot it down and around, and come back. Good. We do that one more time on the left. Right foot helps. Good. Listen to your body. Do the ways you can. Touch if you need. Now, if you can, bend the knees. Let me get here. Bend the knees. I'm going to get as low as I can. My booty's practically on the floor. I'm going to carefully shift forward, or with control, I should say. Feet down. Let me just show you that you can go back if you want to. You can go back a little, or you can go back a lot. Then you come up. You can roll over your toes. You can go back on your feet, and you can stand up. We'll do that one more time. Do the best you can. Your booty's low, your shins are forward, your toes are flat. You can go back a little, or you can go back a lot. You can come up. I used my knees, my elbows a little bit. Toes under, Feet flat, come up. Take a moment. That was great. I do want to give you a couple of jumps because of the great benefits for bone density. So let me give you the modification. Just do a couple calf raises, a few. So that's your move. All 5 toes of each foot get equal balanced. Can you feel that? The ankle doesn't kick out. Good. Now if that's going okay, you could pretend that you're jumping a jump rope and you land like an animal in the woods. You're soft. You're not thudding, you're soft. You could do a little higher. Now, I'm feeling warmed up. If you're feeling warmed up, you could do 6 jumps that are as high as you can, and it would go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Just do the best you can. Now we're going to get down. Here's a way to get down. Cross your ankle. Plural. Come back up. Cross the other way. Or use the yoga block, or laugh, or use your hand, and then come down. And come up. And then come back down any way you want to, guys. Grab a sip. You definitely deserved it. You deserved it even without the achievement, but hey, good job. When you're here, take a bye. I know Cole had to leave early too. I'm just glad you have power, Polly. Up in Floyd, I was concerned you wouldn't be able to see us. So foot on the thigh. Now, hand here, go up. And you can tell my heart rate's up a little. So what I'm doing is a playful recovery heart rate, sort of like playing with it, like getting my heart rate back down, biofeedback, calm inhale, calm exhale, kind of like monks who are on the mountain when it's cold and they can regulate their biology. That's what we're doing here. Now this is a great one to do some fun rotations with. Those jumps, by the way, are terrific for building bone density. I know I reference this study a lot, but they looked at women ages 30 to 50 who just jumped 10 times a day, twice a day, as high as they could, and their bone density increased 1.3%, and everybody else's went down, the control group. So here we go. This arm goes up and over. Now rotate like you're looking over your shoulder. This one's called mermaid, looking over her shoulder. Now on this one, guys, you can actually go down to the floor behind you, and I like to stretch out my leg. Have fun. There's no wrong way. Walk back up. Flip your mermaid legs. So just for reference, I have my right foot on my left thigh. Left arm over, arm up, and then add your fun rotations. Mermaid. Inhale, this hand is going to go behind. Look over your shoulder. Yeah, that a girl. Mermaid looking over her shoulder. Inhale, and exhale, go down. You can straighten out that leg if you like. That's a nice little addition. And then inhale and gently come up. Now, taking a bound angle, your feet soles can be together. You can remove your flesh, can inhale and then exhale forward. Just relax your neck. We'll inhale and come up for a moment and do a seated, so your call, you can do crisscross applesauce, or the foot can be up where the thigh meets the calf, or you could put the thigh up. This is harder. You can see this is the double pit fire log pose. That one's really tough, so I'm going to stick with the middle. Exhale forward. We'll do the other side in a moment, but one hip will feel a little bit deeper than the other stretch. You can also rock a little or shift. You can take an inhale to come up and switch it so your other ankle is either in front or like me on the thigh calf area, or if you're more flexible up on the thigh. So take an inhale and an exhale. It looks beautiful, guys. Look at good. And then just gently come up. We're going to take our legs up on the wall, and if you prefer to do this with a block under your sacrum or a foam roller elevation, you're welcome to do that. I'll use the roller just because it's closer. The feet up on the wall, Viparita Karini. So we're going to be doing eyes closed, and just release all identifiers, release all limitations, anything that's going on. Just let that go and just breathe. Touching base with your higher self and nourishing your cells. You're cleansing your mind. You're letting go of resistance. And whenever you're ready, release your block and slowly go to the side. You can take your time here, and you can slowly come up to a seated position. You're lifting up your spine, but without any effort. It's if you're just stacking the bones so you don't have to work. And we'll let a hand come over the heart, and there's another hand over that. You have a little space underneath your palm. And when you're breathing, you're letting go of resistance. You're letting go of any stories of past or future. You're tapping into pure potential. Creative ideas are coming to you. Right leanings are coming your way. Urges and inspirations are sure to lead you throughout the day. Every day, it's getting better and better in every way. So notice how safe that feels. Notice how fine that feels, how well. I am well. I'm looking forward to all the urges and inspirations that are coming to me today. I'm looking forward to looking for all the appreciations and miracles. Every day is getting better in every way. With so much appreciation to you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you joined. Thank you.